Good?
All set?
All right. Oh, I'm starving. I am starving.
Your thoughts on the first game?
It was a lot of fun. I'm glad we won. That's all I wanted to do. And that was one of the more physical games I've played in my 10 years. Very physical football game, up in the trenches. But proud of our guys the way we bounced back in the second half, and we're able to get that win. No, please. I'll talk too much.
Yeah, but that was really
You're good.
On that last drive, do you want, I know the answer, but I'm asking anyway, do you want that shot to go to Rashid to try to put the game away?
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's you, right?
Yeah, well, me and Pete talked about it on the sideline, and I told Pete that was a play that I liked, and he trusted Sheed and I to make the play. And the offensive line gave me time to throw it, and when he's that fast, I was just trying not to throw it out of bounds, and he ran a great route, caught it, all that. It's exciting, but that goes back to Pete trusting us. He asked me, what I liked throughout the game, all that kind of stuff, and before that drive, that was something that I really liked, and he called it, so that he has a lot of trust in us as players, and that means a lot as a player.
What did you see on the touchdown for Rashid?
Great route by Sheed. Ran a double move, came over in motion, double move. I tried to give a little pump right when he was settling his feet to try and get the corner to stop. And Sheed's so fast, it's really tough on a corner to get back started when he gets going. And so Sheed, ran a great route. Again, that's another play that, Pete had called up, dialed up, like, hey, get ready, And I really enjoy working with him and his demeanor throughout the game, because you kind of know what's coming, you know what to expect, and he calls them and he counts on us to make plays for him.
What does it say about Rashid to be able to bounce back from the opening kickoff and to be able to be available and to help make those plays to get you guys the touchdown and the win?
Well, it's a very veteran thing of him to do. A very, very grown-up thing. Usually when young guys, make a mistake early, it's hard to get them, back focused. It's hard to get them back right for the rest of the game. And that's just the NFL. It's just over time you see that, And he made that play and no one blinked. No one flinched. But I was really proud of him. When something like that happens, his mindset and his demeanor was great. So when something like that happens, like, man, I hope he gets to make some plays, after to get that confidence back. But from what it looked like to me, he didn't lose any, because he came out and caught a lot of passes for us in some big situations.
And what does a win like this do for the offense? The first game will push you all together and do a live game, meaningful action, and you just to fill out the win. What does this kind of hopefully say for the team on the offensive side?
Well, the exciting part was, everyone talked about the weapons and, throwing the ball and down the field and all that kind of stuff, things we've been doing in camp. But we showed that we could win the ultimate physical type of game, right? You're good. Yeah, we showed we could win a physical football game, and we're going to have to be able to win in any kind of different way. And so I'm just glad that we hopefully got that one out of the way. No, I'm just kidding.
How proud are you to execute the drive to run out the clock and seal the deal?
Well, it felt good, It felt really good. Obviously, you could tell I wear my emotions on my sleeve sometimes. So I was real excited, real fired up. And, the one that got me the most excited was the run that creased at the end, because that's the one that did it. O-line, called it right. They blocked it right. Jamal made the right cut, got down, did exactly what Coach Ash said, get down. He did that. That right there is what makes me proud, because it's game on the line. We get this, we win, and we didn't have to put the defense back out there. That makes me happy.
Talk about your connection with Chris Olave as well as Michael Thomas.
Yeah, I think today was awesome because the ball was so spread around so much, and Chris obviously went over 100, and that's fantasy people's favorite thing ever, and he did that for them. But when we can spread it out, no matter who gets the 100, no matter who gets the touchdown, as long as we keep that mindset of big team, little me, hopefully we'll see a lot of good days for Chris and Sheed and Mike and Juwan and everybody. And so the fact that we were able to spread it around, everybody made their plays when they were called upon. That's good to see as a quarterback, because now I can trust them all. Now if they're doubling him or they're playing robber, I can go to this guy. I can trust him to win. It helps me with my decision making for sure.
Yeah, can you explain what you saw on that big throw to Sheed on that last drive?
Mm-hmm.
You don't see a lot of people necessarily do it. You're trying to run the clock out like that.
Yeah, that's all Pete Carmichael just trusting us as players. It's a play that we talked all game. And before that drive, it was a play that that him and I had talked about. I was like, Pete, I love this. And what was awesome about that, because it was our first game really playing together, with all the situations, all the scenarios, game on the line. And Pete trusted us, to make a play. And, as a player, that means so much to us, that he would trust us in that situation to go get that for him and for the team. And, hopefully we can continue to do that, because he showed to us that he trusts us, so we got to keep proving to him every week that we can earn that.
So that was the design then to go with the sheet on that play?
Yeah, if they gave it to it. Like if we had the one-on-one good release, all that. If not, I had something else. But, yeah, for sure. We were trying to get it to sheet.
Derek,
What about
said
the
that
deep?
you guys had been sitting on that double move, the one that turned into the touchdown. What was sort of origin of that? Like, were you guys talking about that last night as something? Like in the last few days, like when did you identify that and know that that was something you wanted to go to?
Well, we saw something in practice a couple weeks ago. We're like, hey, it'd be kind of cool if we did this, And sure enough, as you watch the tape, you're like, man, it looks kind of good in this situation to call it. And we ran it at practice. We actually didn't connect on it in practice, funny enough. But today we connected, and those are the ones that matter.
Derek, what about the defense? Just talk about the way that they played. What does that do for you as a quarterback when you see them play like that?
If they don't play that well and we lose the game, everybody's mad at me, and rightfully so. And that's how it should be as a quarterback. And this is the ultimate team game. This is the ultimate team game. It takes all 11 on the field at once, all three phases. And, all three phases had some plays that they'd like back, but all three phases played their butt off and played physical and grinded and did anything they could to win. So, anytime we can get a win, yes, I'm so proud of our defense. Yes, I'm so thankful, with the takeaways that they got and, kind of washed ours away, and helped us in that. But like they would say, they expect us to finish the game, just like we expect them to get us the ball back. And as long as we keep that expectation for each other, knowing that, hey, if it doesn't happen, we got your back, we'll take care of it. Keep that kind of mindset. I think we're going to have a good season.
You talked about how physical it was during the game, especially in the first half. Tell us a little bit about your ability to maybe sit in that pocket a little bit longer in the second half and make some of those throws.
Well, that's all the offensive line. I try my best to not be a statue, but be back there to let my guys get open and let them run. And when I have to get out, try and go get as many yards as I can or make a play with throwing it. But they did a great job in the second half. And this is without watching the film, too. They made it just be like, all my fault, But, in the second half, it just felt better. The timing of things, however it worked out, it was just better. And very proud of those guys. I think everybody, offense, defense, everybody felt like a little rusty on this or on that. It's week one, and you hate to say that, but it always happens. But we cleaned it up really fast, and we're able to bounce back to get the win.
You said you've been waiting for this game for a long time. How did it feel emotionally to finally get that first touchdown after you had been grinding it out with field goals most of the game?
Yeah, it felt great. But again, in that situation, that was the expectation. We got to score. We got to get a touchdown, to win this game. And thankfully we did. And I tried my best, until the game's over to stay, here. And like I said, I get emotional. But after that touchdown, it's like so fun. Like in my head, I'm like, oh, cool, first touchdown. And then like literally half a second later, it's out. It's like, okay, well, now what do I got to do? And, the best part about it is that we won the game. We won the game. That's literally the only reason I came here and wanted to play this game so bad, was to win this game so that we can hopefully continue to keep stacking them.
Derek, what was just kind of the insert review of how Mike Thomas played today?
I love Mike. He's the ultimate competitor. And, wow, on game day, I love the communication that we have. It's a different level, man. He reminds me so much of Devontae and the way that they both approach the game. And it makes sense because they're two of the best receivers in the whole league. And, his mentality, his violent, route running. You saw the one he caught over the middle on second down to get us back into a third and manageable, and took a shot. And he told me, he's like, if you got to throw it in there, throw it in there. And he let me throw it in there. He took the hit, and he bounced up. And just that mentality that he brings, it elevates everybody on offense. It means, man, I got to do that for us too. I got to match that. And I'm just so proud of him. I know it's been a long road for Mike. I know being able to start the game off big, to him down the sideline. I know how much that meant to him. But knowing Mike, he couldn't care less. He cares about the next rep, And so I think that that's what we've all fallen in love with Mike, and I'm the same. You know, I haven't been around him as much as y'all, but it didn't take long for me to see what he was about.
What makes his communication a little bit different or something that stands out to you?
He sees things the way quarterbacks see them. You know, he sees things, with certain reps and certain routes. He's like, hey, when they go zone, I did this. Are you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. And like he was like third in the progression on that one. I'm like, but now I know if these are shut out, I know he's going to do it, bam, right when we see that. So it just helps you so much. You get to him quicker, even on that third down, I almost gave him a little or second down, I almost gave him a hand signal just because I saw something. And there was one earlier in the game, I gave him a hand signal. He ran it perfect. We were about to hit it when they hit the ball, and he, I wish we had that play for Mike, but I don't know. He just sees things the way I want him as a quarterback, and it's really impressive.
Derek, what happened on that interceptor before half? Was it just
I forced it. I was dumb. I was way too excited. I'll just be honest with you. I was like, I'm making every throw now. I was pissed off. I walked to the side. I was like, what are you doing? So I know it's funny right now because we won. It wasn't funny at the moment. I take it very seriously, but that was me being stupid. That was unbelievable. Yeah, when we scored that touchdown, I couldn't help myself but start dancing, man. That was awesome. That was ridiculous, man. It was good to be on that side of it. Last year wasn't so fun. So,
Derek, how would you describe how Trevor Penning was sort of handling, look, he had some struggles,
Yeah.
how he was handling that, like in the huddle, and how you thought he was?
oh, he was great. Great mentality. Great demeanor. Every game is not going to be everybody's best game, and he was getting held on one that, something happened. There's so many things and so many different things. Could I have got the ball out quicker? I'm going to watch it and be critical of myself, to help him. But I was so proud of his demeanor and the way he carried himself because no one wants to make a mistake. All of us, all 53, nobody wants to go out there and, be the one that, oh, man, that was on me, like I did before the half. It crushes you. It hurts, because you want so much for your team. But the way he picked himself up, like we have a room full of grown men that, hey, yeah, I made a mistake. Let's keep going. Let's keep playing. And I felt that from him. His demeanor is the same all the time. He looks angry. He looks violent, and he plays that way. And, I love him to death, and I'm proud of the way that he was able to finish in the second half.
Derek, the ball you threw over Kirkwood in the end zone at that one point, did
Yep.
you think he got held? You were trying to alert to the flag, or you were trying to, I couldn't tell?
I was, I got out, and if I had time, I probably would have thrown it to Mike, but someone was in my face. Mike was coming on the over. And so I tried to give it a safe, outside shot that he would get it. But, yeah, I just overthrew it just a little bit.
Derek, when you decided to come here, one of the factors was that you felt like this team had a defense, and you mentioned it before, where you wouldn't have to be constantly chasing the score, if you will, and being a one-dimensional offense.
Yep.
Is this kind of an example of what you envisioned?
Yeah, absolutely. Like they kept us in the game. They kept us in the fight. When we weren't getting touchdowns, we were having field goals. It was driving us crazy. But they don't flinch, and they being able to play with a defense like that, we can win a lot of games, especially once we get going. And offensively, we didn't have our best, but we had enough to win, and that's what matters. And we had it when we needed it. But when you look at the defense and the way that they can play, there's going to be games that we may have to score a lot. There may be games that are tight like this. There may be games where we can get a lead and help them out. It's going to change throughout. But just knowing the type of people that are on that side of the ball, the type of grown men that are in that room on defense, that's what excited me. And I saw that today.
What's it like as a quarterback to have the confidence of the offensive coordinator to finish the game off and put it kind of on your shoulders the way they did? Because you're going to have to, you don't want to give the ball back.
Yeah.
Tight, right?
Yeah, it made my day. It really did. It meant a lot to me and to our offense that he trusted us to do it. And I take my hat off to Coach Carmichael. Pete's been unbelievable to work with. And in a crucial moment, he's like, nope, I know he likes this. I'm calling it. And he trusted us to make a play for him. And like I said earlier, hopefully we can keep doing that to earn that trust, earn that respect from him. But that's him trusting his players. And that says a lot about him and our coaching staff, especially the head coach. He's a defensive guy. Run the ball, take the timeout, kick it. He could have said that. He's like, no, we trust you guys. And Da and Pete let us do that, and it was really cool. I'm not gonna lie, it felt really good.
After you took that late hit, was there an extra edge with the team?
Maybe, yeah. Usually when the quarterback gets hit and makes a throw, and even though they took it away from us, you know, I thought he caught it. But, you know, usually when that happens, the team, for whatever reason in football, you know, whether I've been watching or part of it, they get excited. You know, the quarterback got hit and he gets up, he's got blood on his hand. You know, for whatever reason, people like that stuff. And I don't know. If we played with more of an edge, I don't know. But I just know we executed. But you could definitely feel the energy and the excitement, like, no, we're going to go finish this game. You definitely felt that shift from the first half to in the second half.
You took a hit to the head or the neck or?
Oh, yeah, I got hit everywhere.
Like a forearm to the face mask.
It happened so quick. He jabbed me real quick. I don't even know. Yeah, he got me good. He's a heck of a player.
What was the conversation you had with him after?
Oh, he was like, dude, I'm sorry. He apologized. He's like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, he's like, yeah, we're playing physical. He's like, I'm trying to hit you, but I'm not trying to hurt you, nothing like that. I was like, oh, you're good, man. I know a couple of their D linemen too. I kept telling them, it's like, you know, I like that, man. You know, and they started laughing. So we had a good laugh, even though my neck hurt.
Yeah, you didn't seem too bothered by it, like go and like shook hands or something right after.
Yeah, because he apologized. He's like, I'm sorry, man. And I was like, oh, I think my wife's more mad than I am, you know. But no, it's football, you know. It's going to happen. But hopefully not all the time right in the face. Good. Appreciate you. Yep, thank you. Hey, thank you.